Welcome to the Learning Lab class, Indulge Your Curiosity with Enki. My name is Melissa, and I'm one of the Adult and Teen Services librarians at the Arcadia Public Library. In this class series, we're taking a look at the ebook platform Enki. And in this video, we'll be taking a closer look at searching and browsing for items on the platform. So let's jump in. I'm here on the homepage for Enki at enki.biblioboard.com. You can also access this platform from Arcadia Public Library's e-resources page, which can be found at www.arcadiaca.gov/e-resources in the eBooks, e-audiobooks, and digital magazines section. So the first way to find materials in this platform, especially if you aren't sure exactly what you're looking for or interested in reading, is by browsing. And you can browse a number of ways. The first being by the collections of curations on the homepage. These curations are on timely topics, and while just a few show up on the homepage at a time, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're able to click on the blue button that says View All Curations to see all of the curations that are available in Enki. This is a great way to browse since it will prompt you with topics and you can see what catches your eye. The next way to browse the platform is available under the menu on the upper left-hand side of the page. So let me go back up to the top. You can get to the home page by clicking on Enki if you want to go back to the beginning, or you can select the menu on the left-hand side from the top of any page. There are several different ways to explore the collections within Enki. We've already looked at curations, which are on the homepage. The next is categories, and these are based on genre or broad topic like art, cooking, fiction, and the like. So I'm going to head up to cooking, and if I click on a category that is of interest to me, you are going to get a list of results within that category, and that can be another fun way to browse. Finally, if I head back up to the top and go back to the menu, the third way to browse is by modules. Modules are collections of materials that are grouped together. When you click on a module, you'll get a short description of the type of materials that are within that module and the topics you'll find included at the top of the page. And then the materials that are included within that module are listed below. You can sort this list. You can make this list appear as a grid view or as a list view. You have that option. And everything is listed in alphabetical order. As I mentioned in the last video of this class, please note that due to the type of access provided at this time, this available collection only has ebooks and there's not currently any materials available to watch or to listen. The platform will still list those, but if you click on those, you're not going to get any results just based on the kind of access that we have at this time. If you're interested in streaming videos or e-audiobooks, please check out our other Learning Lab class, Digital Collections with Overdrive and Libby. The next way that you can find materials on the Enki platform is by performing a search. So if, for instance, I know that I'm interested in the topic of investing, I can head to the upper right-hand corner and click on the magnifying glass to perform a search. You can search for a topic, author, title, or keyword, and then once you get your results, they'll be displayed in the middle of the page. Let me show you what I mean. And just like when you're browsing, you're able to change the view from the grid view to the list view, depending on how you want to view the results. The grid view is the default. The list view is handy if you want to save yourself some extra clicking and being able to jump right into reading an item. It gives you the title and the author, and then it allows you just to click on the read button and get taken right to the book. If you're in the grid view, it requires an extra click of going to the individual item page to then click the read button. So it's really just depends on your preference. If I head back one page to the results, so back here on the results page, let's take a look at the additional options you have when you have a search list. Or you can also get additional search parameters using the advanced search, which we'll go over in a minute. So at the top of this results list, after you perform a search, you have additional options to refine your search by a number of metrics. So that's category, content type, contributor, publication year, language, publisher, place of publication, module, and license type. So some of these may not be at all useful to you, but the ones of particular interest may be category, publication year, language, though please note that most, though not all, of the materials in Enki will be in English. And then also module, in case you want to see what other particular groupings your search results can be found in. So if I click on any of these filters, it gives me some options where I can select and apply those filters, and it will limit the results based on the filters that I have enacted. If you want to use these filters at the beginning of the search, you can also do that. You just would head to the magnifying glass and then head over to the left-hand side for advanced. And that will bring you to the advanced search page where you have all of those same parameters and allows you to do the search and then enter those additional filters and then execute your search. So you won't have to weed through a big result list. You can really narrow down at the beginning if you know exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to head back to my search results and one page back to get that full list. Let's take a look at what information is available when you find a title you're interested in, and then the best part, how to read that item. So let's say I'm interested in this first book. To get additional information about a particular item, you'll just want to click on the cover for that item. This will bring you to the individual record page, and there's additional information such as description, language, what category it's in, and if it's included in any modules. To read an item, all you need to do is to click on the blue read button under the cover image, and the ebook will open right in the same tab. Let's take a look at the different navigation options within reading an ebook on this platform. To move through the pages of the book, you have a number of options. You can click on the left or the right-hand side of the page with your mouse. You can use the right-hand or left-hand buttons, or you can use the directional arrows on your keyboard. Pages within text-based books move left and right. On the left-hand side, you have the option to take a look at the table of contents, which is this first option. So it'll list the table of contents for the item that you have open. You also have the ability to search within the book, and it brings up a separate search box where you can execute a search, which is very helpful and handy. So if you have a particular topic or phrase you are looking for in a book, you can perform that search here and then click on individual search results to be taken to that part of the book. So I'm going to go ahead and do a search for real estate. And I've gotten 4 results, and I can click on the results to be taken to that part of the book where that search result appears. You can also collapse the search results on the side menu if you would like to. The next few options you have on the left-hand side menu are bookmarks and notes. And these are features that are available when you create a profile on the platform, which we'll be taking a look in our next video for this class. Details gives you descriptions about the individual item that you're looking at. from that individual record page. And share allows you to share a link to the ebook on various social media channels and also as a direct link. The arrow in the upper left-hand corner removes this menu and expands the reading to a bigger portion of the window. You can engage the window again by clicking on the little gear icon in the upper left-hand corner, and it'll bring those same buttons in that same menu right back for you. You have this navigation menu all along the bottom, which allows you to drag and drop to go forward or backwards within the text, and it helps you just go just a little bit faster. Clicking on the X in the upper right-hand corner will close the book, and it will bring you back to the last page you were on in the Enki platform. But before we do that, we want to talk about the other buttons that are on the right-hand side here. These are buttons that help you navigate and manipulate the text. The arrows, like I mentioned, allow you to move forward or backwards within the text. The button with the letter A allows you to make changes to the font, including the size, which I can continue to make larger or smaller by clicking on either button. So if I want to make it bigger, I can just keep clicking on this until it gets as big as I want it. And then if it's too big, I can reverse that and click on the small A's. The next option under the font size is the background color. The default is white, but you can set the background to beige or to black if that is easier for you to read. But sometimes, depending on the book, it does make the typeface a little bit more difficult to read, so you'll have to play around with it. Finally, you can change the book font. So you can change it to Open Dyslexic or Roboto if those are easier for you to read. And then the last two buttons on the left-hand side are Bookmark, which is available if you have a profile, which again, we'll be talking about in the next video. And then finally, there is the Take a Note, again, which is available to you if you have a profile. Let's close this book and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at a graphic novel because those image-based ebooks look a little bit different in this platform than a text-based book. So I'm going to go back to the home page and I'm going to click on one of these items, which I know is a graphic novel. I'm going to go ahead and click on read. Because graphic novels are more image-based, the ebook may take slightly longer to load than it does when it's just text-based. You'll notice that the menu options look largely the same, but there is a change in the right-hand navigation menu in that you can't change the size of the font, but you can zoom in and zoom out, as well as make the image full screen. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I can zoom in or I can zoom out. And if I want to make it full screen, I can do zoom to fit and it fits to the page that I am viewing. Graphic novels scroll up and down as opposed to left to right like a text-based ebook. You can use the keyboard or the mouse to move through the images as well as the buttons at the side of the screen. I find that for graphic novels, you want to zoom out a little and use the mouse. That's the easiest way for me to view them, so that you're viewing the panels as you need to. In this video, we discussed the ebook platform Enki and took a look at how to search and browse on the platform. Join us for our next video where we'll be discussing the Enki platform extras such as creating profiles and self-publishing. Feel free to reach out to library staff if you have any additional questions.